Nocturnus here, and we're back with another SkyWanderers tutorial video. This is going to be a real quick video, and it's going to show a little bit about logic, and we're going to make us some doors today. I hope that sounds good for everybody. Okay, so we've got our ship, we've got our mirroring set up. It's still an ugly ship. That's okay. It doesn't need to be pretty. It's a tutorial ship. Okay, so let's talk about doors for a second, and let's talk about the basics of logic. So what we're going to need, we can get this out of our bar, and we can get this out of our bar, and that, and that. I don't know why those keep showing back up, but whatever. Okay, so we're going to need a couple things. We're going to need at least a couple of these little logic block here, or these small block, the Lego blocks, the small block adapter. I don't know what panels is what he calls them, but you get the idea of what they are. And we're going to need some buttons, and then we're going to need a switch. Okay. All right. All right, so then the other things we're going to need are going to be in here. Yeah, here. Okay, and we're going to do these small bricks for sliding, because those work really well for doors. We're going to do a couple different doors today, just so you know. Okay, so, and you know what else we probably want? We probably want some of these. And I'll show you that in just a second. Okay, so what we're going to want, we've got, we're going to kind of build a classic Starmade door to start out with. And, our airlock from Starmade, they usually have a door like this. And it opens up, and you go in and out, and yay, everybody's happy, right? Usually use like some kind of flex door or whatever. Okay, we're gonna do. Well, let's add a little bit of variety in here. What do you guys think? Let's no, let's do this. We'll go to a new hotbar, place this, and we will grab. Nope, that's. There we go. Now remember, there will be some bugs in this game. It's pre-alpha. There's, I don't know, but I would guess that there's about 10% of the game in the game right now. That's just a guess. I'm not the developer. I can't tell you for sure, but that would be my guess. Okay, so while I'm building this out, what we're going to do, so in Starmade, usually you do something like this. Okay. In Starmade, you usually have something like this, and then you blow out these corners, and you put like your flex doors in there, and then you put a button on this side so you can access it, and then a button on that side so you can access it. Okay, that's cool, but that's not what we're doing this time, okay? So we're going to extend this out a little bit, we can extend it out later. So to get started, we're going to place our rail blocks, okay? And we're going to do, let's see if I got lucky. Nope, I didn't. Okay, so the trick about these things here, I'm going to blow these out on either side for right now, just so you can see. So you see how you can place these, and when you slide that over all the way. But if we go, let's go about maybe there. Okay, yeah, that's where we want to go, I think. No, not so much. The easiest way I usually use is I do something like this. And if it lines up with the block, because that's the size of the block, then I did good, and if not, I missed. And it takes a little bit of getting used to. Oops, that's not where we want it. We want it in the middle. About here. Nope. That's not going to work either. So we will go... How about we go right there? Maybe? Nope. Too far. That's probably going to be right on the money. Yep, that's going to be right on the money. Cool. Okay, so now we've got our bottom one placed, because we're going to do one on either side, and I'll show you in just a second kind of what I got planned. Okay, so we're going to do this. Oops. And that. And that. And that. Okay. Now, oh, I forgot, we're going to need one more thing so that we can control both. Well, two more things, really. Okay, first, we're going to need one of these. And then second, we're going to need this, and we'll just go with this tiny bastard here. Okay, cool. So we don't have to screw with this for a long time. We'll, you know what, let's completely hide our stuff, and we'll put it up here. Okay. And then now normally you may want to place this a little bit differently using the 4 blocks or whatever, but I'm just showing you guys how this stuff works. So we're going to go to our switch, and we're going to use our switch to rig this. Now the blue line is input, the red O is output. So we're going to link that up, and you'll notice it'll kind of go green. There we go. So now, when we flip our switch, you see how nicely that moves? That's great, right? Okay. So, now, we're going to move this out of the way real quick, though, because we want to place our tops. Okay. And let's see if we can get it on the first try. What do you think? Might be. I might have gotten lucky. Looks like I did. Yay. Except for, I'm not lucky, because I gotta put it back one more. No, I don't. I could have put it there. Well, we'll put it back one more anyway. Except for that's not on center. I don't think that's... Nope, not even close. And I'm hitting Control Z, by the way, to delete this stuff. Okay. Nope. Yep, that's probably right. Okay. Cool. Okay, great. We now have both sides of our door. Okay, so we're going to rig this up. There we go. And now, when we flip that switch, both go sliding. Now, if we wanted to extend this out a little further, so we can do that. And we'll do it up on this side too, just because. Yeah, let's go like here. So you gotta make sure that those aren't like overlaying each other, but there we go. See how they line up and don't overlap the end to end? There you go. So now move out a little bit further, and You know what? Let's extend that top side one more. I'll close it again. Well, let's close up this side because we're probably done with it, right? Yeah. Okay. Now, obviously, you'll note there's, you know, that looks pretty good. But now we're gonna close it. Okay. And cool. Okay. So now when we open it, yep, we have that, all that just nicely disappearing into our circuit boards. Alternatively, you could also do something, if you wanted to be a little bit more clever about it, you could do something like, let's go something like that. That might be a good thing. There we go. Now the reason I didn't do that, you could have, but I wanted to show you guys something, is to do that we would have had to put them along the side. But the nice thing about these blocks is, you know, it kind of matches up, so when you have the stuff sliding out, it, you know, looks like it's coming out of those gaps. So there's that. There's other things you could do too. Like, oh, I'll show you one other thing you could do. If you don't like the clipping thing, here's one thing you could maybe do. Let's see if I can pull it off. Let's see. I probably can't because that might have full block collision. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, we can't do that. We would have to use micro blocks to do that. But I'm not going to do that for you guys today, mainly because I'm lazy. I'm not going to lie. That's the biggest reason. Okay, so we're going to close this up. We're going to close this up. And we've got one more thing to do. And the doors on this side are done, man. You could obviously, you could hide them a little bit differently. You can, you know, you could do it. You have a lot of options here, but we're just doing something pretty basic right now. Okay, and then I'll show you the other type of doors that you can do. I prefer these style, either sliding sideways or sliding out. We're not going to block that up just yet, and you'll see why in just a second. Okay, so we now have our door, but we're not going to be flying through walls and stuff to turn these on and off. So let's put our, let's just do them on the same side. Not on the same side. Let's do them on opposite, so they're on the same side no matter which side of the door you're coming through. There we go. Okay, now we're going to link it up to our switch. And the reason we're linking it up to our switch is because this always sends like a flip the switch signal, and that will toggle this. So if we go here, yay! But then say we went through some other part of the ship and came back, and we go. And it, you know, you can also, like, nah. There you go. So we're done on that side. Now here's the really cool part. Okay, so we've already got all of those things mirrored. So now all we need to do is link these up, and then add our door blocks. And we'll, yep, right, right there, yeah. Okay, and because I'm a dunce and I already blocked this stuff up, oh, we should probably rig up the doors too, huh? Or the buttons for the doors, rather. What can I say? I can't talk all the time. I'm kind of a mumble mouth? I don't know. Anyway. So now we have all our stuff in place. Let's do something a little bit different, a little bit more fancy for this door. Let's do maybe some glass doors. What do you guys think? Sounds good to me. Okay, and we had, let's go look back at this door, just so, I'm right-clicking on that, by the way, to get that effect. So we're going to go like that. Actually, you know what? Let's get a little even more creative here. Let's grab some of these, because now one thing you should probably note, you see how this is that, but then if you look at this, it has the brick in the middle. So we're going to show you here. That's in the middle of the block, right? That's also in the middle of the block, right? Some of these are not. So if we go like this one, not in the middle of the block. We can go down here, not in the middle of the block. And see, if I try and place that there, not in the middle of the block, right? So it would work great for some kinds of doors, like if you did the whole, the narrow, like we were talking about, like this, and you set the sliders differently, work fine. But not these ones, you know, per se. So we're going to do something a little bit weird. We're going to go like, if I can be coordinated. There we go. And that. Then we're going to do that. Then we'll do that and that. Cool. Then on this side, we're going to do that. And then that. And that. And I'm probably going to have to come out over on this side to get the bottom. Yeah. Cool. So now we have different doors for different sides, which is fine. That's cool. However you want to do it. Right. So cool. There we go. We have a door there. We have a door there. Now you're going to wonder why they open it and close at different distances. It's because one has farther to go. Okay, so we've covered that. Pretty cool, yeah. But what about, like, you know, normal door on a hinge? Well, let's extend our ship out a little bit. Yeah, that was a meowing noise. Sorry. It's something I do. Okay. Right, we're gonna just build this up. Do. Okay, cool. So, and I'm totally gonna warn you in advance, I can never remember which hinge is which. So we're gonna screw up on that at least once or twice. Let's get that ready right now. Now, one of the things you can do with this game, which is amazing, and see how you can do this, and oh, yeah, see there, I can test it. Yay! Alright, and maybe that's the one we want. Ooh, this is, let's see. Well, that one's... See, that might be kind of cool for certain kinds of doors. So, let's do that. Let's do a door of that kind. Just because we can, mainly. All right. All right. All right. So we're going to place our thing up here again. Okay. And I know that's not centered properly or anything like that. Again, I'm just showing you guys how we might do this. And again, we're going to set up our switch. We're going to set this up and lock it to that. And we're going to set this up and lock it to that. Okay, this is the micro block one. These hinges can do micro blocks really easy. So we could get real crazy this time. Let's maybe do that. Let's grab some of this. Let's you know what? Let's go hog wild here. Yeah, we could try that. See if that's too long. It might be a little too long. Then maybe we'll grab some of our flat canopy here because we're weird. Okay. So we're going to go and we're going to use this to block all the way up. We probably don't need all the way. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, there we go. Much better. Okay. All right. So that's looking good. That's going to be probably too long. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's going to be way too long. So let's go with the shorter one. That one maybe? Is that one? Let's see. Yeah, that one will work. Cool. All right, so I'm going to do this. All right. And then we're going to do maybe something like this. Nah. Let's do something like that. There we go. There we go. Okay. And we'll make it match on the other side. Okay. All right. Now we don't got a lot of room, so we're going to use this as kind of our buffer. Or, you know what? Maybe we want to use... Is that the big one? No, that's the small one. So we might be able to get away with using these. Let's see. Let's see. Nope, that's too big. What about... Yeah, we could maybe do that. Well, yeah, we'll do that, I guess. All right, and then we'll do this and that. Okay, and then just for giggles, well, I wonder if we could put... Let's see if this is going to be too wide. Oh, we could do that. Okay, so that's a pretty cool looking door, right? I mean, not airtight or nothing, but don't care, right? Okay, we'll put a little floor here. We'll block this up a little bit. Okay. We'll put our... No. Maybe we want to put our buttons here. And... here. Okay. So we're going to put a button there. And a button there. We're going to link up our buttons to our switch. Okay. You know what though? Let's do a little bit of clipping protection. When you do this right here, it usually will hide those little artifacts that get created. And there we go. You see, you'll get those with these hinges a lot. I know it's something that Francois knows about, and it will be working on eventually. But in the meantime, now we have kind of doors that kind of do school little full spin kind of thing. You could also do something, if you wanted to get real crazy, you could do something like this. Put like here, well, let's do this. Let's make it a little bit ridiculous here. Step 4. Yeah. Okay. So now, kind of cool, right? Okay. And let's just do one more generic kind of door that opens like a, like a house door or whatever, and then we'll be done with this particular tutorial video. No, we won't. We'll do one more style. No, we'll probably be done. Because we'll cover rotating blocks in another video. Okay, so... Okay. We got our door. Yeah, we'll make it one taller than normal just because it kind of bugs me sometimes to do that. So... this is, I think, the hinge we wanted. Yeah. There. Is this a hinge? Let's see. That's the same damn hinge as the one I already got. Is that still the same hinge? Let's see. Yeah, because I'm a dumbass. Sorry. Yeah, there we go. We're going to put it here? No, we're not going to put it there. We are going to do this. Ding. Ding. Let's see if we can connect it to... Nope, we can't. Well, then we'll do it this way then. Because, again, we're kind of dumb sometimes. So, you'll just have to put up with that. No? Probably not. Yeah, it's gonna work, I guess. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to do it this way, because even though there's going to be the clipping issue, you'll get the idea. So this one we're just going to do a simple one hinge door. Just one. Just you know. But you notice we can't use this particular block this time. And why is that? Because of the centering issue. This is not an issue per se as far as like, oh, this is a big problem. This is a, this is how it works right now. It may change in the future. And very easily could just be doing something wrong type thing. Okay, so we're going to do kind of this. We're going to do this, and then go back like this, and like that. And then just to kind of clean this up a little bit, or add a little bit of diversity anyway, we're going to go like this. And cool. All right, so for this one, the logic is really easy. We'll put it up on the top of this door here. No, we won't. To keep it organized, we'll put it right here, because normally we would hide that. So you can do a couple things. You can do that, put that switch there, and then we'll just put a little button here, and a little button here. Doo-doo. Still doesn't hide that, mask that sketching thing, but I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It really bugs me when I see it like that. So, yeah, there we go. So, again, that's something that's going to be fixed sometime in the near future, I'm assuming, or in the future. All right, cool. Cool. We now have a fully functional house door, or whatever you want to call it. Of course, you can use full blocks with all these. I'm just using small blocks. We'll put a... Here, let's do something a little bit more crazy with this block, with this one here. And rig it up real quick. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, so we're going to do... Did I? Yep. Oops. Again. Cool, right? Yeah, sure. More you could do if you don't want it to clip through things. You could... Anyway, you get the idea. All right, so we're done with doors. Yay. There's obviously so many things you can do with this game. I mean, you got all the different hinges, these different moving parts. You could do all kinds of crazy combinations where you have, you know, doors coming in from 4 or 5 directions, and some that are going in multiple different movement points where you have a hinge moving something up while you have 2 other pieces sliding in and some rolling up, and however you want to do it. The other thing you can do is you could even have, well, let me show you real quick, because I am a dork. Oops. No, we'll put you right here then. Man, Not very good at aiming. Okay. So, we're going to do... Is this the one? Yeah. So let's do that. And let's put this like this. And then... Now, mind you, you can put this on the slides, too. Or you can have multiple sliding bits of goodness. Okay, so we're going to rig out into that one. That one to that one. Put a switch up here, because we're dopes. I mean, you get the idea. It's just that cool. Anyway, that's all for doors. And in the next one, we're going to talk about rotators and other more complex logic and things like that. I don't know if we'll keep this ship or not. But anyway, this is Nocturnus. Talk to you later.